Hi, Novak. Congratulations. Do you even have some time to enjoy the fact that you're in the semi-finals, or is it already thinking about tomorrow?
The way that the schedule has been going on in the second week is not much time to really reflect on what you have done and getting into semifinals. Of course, I'm very pleased to be in semifinals of another Grand Slam, but because of the fact that I have to play every day, my focus right away goes for recovery and the next match. So I don't have much time really.
So as far as the schedule does go going forward, if you had to choose, you would like the semifinal tomorrow on Friday and the final on Sunday, or have a day until and have a day off Saturday semi, Monday final would be the other option?
No, I mean for now it's fine playing tomorrow and then potentially having finals on Sunday. So let's see. I mean because ladies also have to play quarterfinals, semifinals, finals day after day. So I don't know what is going to happen there.
Novak, touching a little bit out of tennis, the Euro Cup is next week. Do you have a favorite, or who is your favorite to win it all?
Well, Serbia is not participating in it, so I don't have a real favorite because my country is not there. But I'm going to support a good football. I'm going to enjoy it, but I'm not going to be as passionate as I would if my country was playing.
Novak, here. What do you think about the standing of this Grand Slam? Because of the rain, the fact that there is no rooftop, the fact that you have very lot of people in small places and things like this, regards to the other tournament.
Well, I've heard some of the biggest reasons why they still don't have even lights at this tournament. And roof as well. They're facing a lot of difficulty with residential buildings around. And if you take in consideration the allocations of all 4 Grand Slams, I think the Paris has the most challenging, position in terms of dealing with residents around. So it's definitely not easy, even though I'm sure that they already heard it a million times, that we need roof, that we need lights, and you could see a lot of improvement with facilities this year with Jambois and National Tennis Center is amazing, and they're trying to do whatever they can do, within the regulations, and I'm just hoping that for the sake of this tournament and all the players that we're going to have that roof at least on the one court, as soon as possible. But I also understand the other part because I talked with some people and I understand that that it's not only their decision whether or not they want to do it.
Yeah, no, but when your racket slipped out of your hand, what were you trying to do, and what did you realise how close the racket came to hitting the line, Judge?
I mean, it's obvious what I tried to do. I don't understand your question. I throw a racket on the ground and it slipped and almost hit the line umpire, and I was lucky there. That's all.
You're lucky you moved it, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Great.
Now, do you think this English word, the drop shot, was created because the rain, or for what reason?
First of all, I love your questions and I love the way you ask questions. It's especially in these conditions, it's good to have this shot in your game. So that's all I can say. Particularly when I play a player like Tomas that is not as great of a mover maybe as somebody else around the court, forward, backward. So I try to expose his movement and his weaknesses. And when the court is wet, when the conditions are slow, of course it does work better than when it's not.
Hi. I'd like to know if when you were a kid, you were thinking, of course, of becoming a champion, winning Wimbledon, Paris, and so on. If you ever thought that you could have made 100 million just in prize money, if that's something shocking, or that you were more or less used already 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Well, I was talking with the Serbian media about that yesterday, and believe it or not, I never thought of prize money being one of the sources of my motivation and inspiration to play tennis. So it's no different today. Of course, that money helps me have certain standard of life and lifestyle, and but that's how I solely look at the money, as a way to live a certain standard of life, but that's all. It never was, and it's never going to be the drive force in my life and in my career.
Novak team just won against Goffin, so now you know who you are going to play. Is in great shape right now. How do you see this match going?
Yeah, he is, and he's one of the leaders of the new generation. So I'm sure he's very motivated to show himself and others that he deserves to be at the top and compete for biggest titles. He's playing the best tennis of his life, no doubt about it. The results are showing that he's been playing a lot. This year, practically every week since February, March, and he's been keeping fit as well, which is quite amazing. And for somebody that doesn't have haven't had that kind of scheduling before in his career. So he's played a lot of matches, especially on clay, which is his favorite surface. So he plays with a lot of speed, with a lot of power, and I'm sure he's gonna give it all in semis. But I have something to fight for as well, so it's gonna be a good one.
Novak, obviously with the racket thing, you clearly you're not trying to hurt anybody, but a similar thing happened in, I think, the Rome final as well. Does it worry you that one day, just by sort of virtue of bad luck or the bounce, that you could really jeopardize your chances at one of these events?
I'm just not thinking about those kind of situations. I'm trying not worry about it at all. I am aware that I've been lucky, and I apologize to people that have been in this particular situation with me, and that could have been hurt by my racket, but it was never the intention. It was just some unfortunate bounce, but a fortunate ending of that scenario. So that's all I can say. Thank you.
Thank you.